Buy an affordable mirror at Walmart or use an upcycled one. Insert playing cards inside the crease of the mirror. Paint on a couple of coats of acrylic paint to change the border color of the mirror. Add some tape to secure the cards if the cards won't stay in place while painting. Keep painting until the mirror is coated and allow the paint to dry. Remove the tape and the cards from the mirror. Grab a rub-on transfer sheet and trim around the image. Get an idea of where you want to place the image on the mirror. Peel off the backing and stick it on. Rub on the transfer image using a towel or your fingers, and then peel off the plastic film.
First, you're going to take some soft, thick rope and cut it into 7-inch strips. And you're going to uncoil it, fold it in half, and take the loop side and pull it through the last ring. Pull that through the loop and pull it taut. And just keep adding your tassels all the way around. Take some hot glue. You're going to add a mirror to the center of this. Next, you're going to take one piece of rope, glue that right up against the top of the tassels. Now you're going to take a piece of twine, and I put some hot glue on the end. Continue stringing the beads. Then you're going to tie off your little bead necklace and then hot glue that into place.
Take one of those simple $7 stand-up mirrors that you can get. What we did was we brought some Mosaic tile, just take a razor knife, trim them off, and they're ready to go. You just lay it right down, right through the middle there. You're just gonna go ahead and just lay it down in there, get your perfect spacing. Once our glue has dried, wipe the grout, across the grout lines just like that. And you're just gonna brush it off just a little bit.
Let's create an anthropology dupe. So I'm going to grab a couple different styles of this pretty paper and I'm going to cut it into 4-inch squares. Now I'm going to paint a thin coat of Mod Podge onto a white ceramic tile. Now I'm going to press these two together, seal them in really good, get any bubbles out. Now I'm going to come back and add a top coat of Mod Podge. I'm going to repeat this with about 35 tiles. I cut a piece of plywood to size and I'm going to paint the top using a white chalk paint. Now I'm going to place a full-length mirror right in the middle. Now to attach the mirror to the wood, I'm using Gorilla Glue. Once I've got the mirror down, I'm adding this board and some weight, and I'm going to let this set for 24 hours. Now I'm going to dry fit the tiles into a pattern around the mirror. For the corners, where I have a little bit of a smaller space, I'm actually just going to use a square of paper. So the first thing I'm doing is adding a little bit of water to the wood with a paintbrush. Now for the tiles, I'm using Gorilla Glue again, and then the two are pressed together. And I'm going to let the whole thing set for 24 hours.
Before applying my moss to my mirror, I want to make sure that it is very well cleaned. And I'm going to layer my moss in first. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue. Then I'm going to stick in my moss right over top of the hot glue, leaving one corner without moss.
I took out all of my butterflies and I took some metallic gold spray paint.
We're going to put a little bit of hot glue and I kind of want to hide the frame a little bit. We're going to attach it to my circular mirror that I have here. I'm going to flip this over, let it dry here for just a moment.
I'm going to take this mirror that I picked up at my local thrift store. I'm then going to take these half sphere wooden balls and they fit very nicely here. Once I'm happy with how they are being arranged, I'm going to bring in some glue. So I'm just continue arranging them and just take a Q-tip and clean up any extra glue that has oozed out. I let this set for a good 2 hours.
I've taken the mirror out, I've got all my paints laid out, so I'm going to paint each section in this order. Just kind of mingling the paint together. Highlight the whole mirror with this metallic copper paint.
I want to scuff up the surface with a gritty piece of sandpaper. I want to give the frame 2 coats of this beautiful mossy green paint. I want to dry brush some lighter green on. I'm going to use some transfers. I'm going to use a small plastic card. With all of the transfers in place, I want to add some depth to my scene and paint on some snow.
Head on over to your local Walmart and grab their $7 mirror. Place the mirror directly in the center of the table just as you would a regular table runner. Clean off the mirror with some glass cleaner to remove any fingerprints or smudges. Then start styling your table.
For this project, you're going to want to run over to your local dollar store and grab some glass gems. I painted the board a little bit of a white wash on the back just so it gives a good color for the backing. Now this all-purpose glue is perfect. All you got to do is lay it down, take the mirror, after you got a few marks to center it and place it on the board. Using the same all-purpose glue and a popsicle stick, and you're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. Just slide them into place. You'll want to use non-sanded grout. Put your water in and start stirring it. Once you get it mixed pretty good, add your choice of paint color. Keep pushing it on there and get in between every glass gem. Once you got it down, grab your sponge, squeeze it out, not too damp, and you're just going to start wiping the top.